much, you guys. Sorry about that. That was a bit of a technical difficulty. But we're back up and running. This is always by Zeps, and I just want to let you know that Chino Blossom is in the house, and Woodrow, I didn't see him, but I'm sure he's on his way. So you guys will get to hear what they have in store for you today, here on the Voice of San Joaquin and Stockton on the Rise and Shine 209 morning show with your girl Rane. So I'm just gonna go ahead and get back to the music a little bit. We're gonna go ahead and read some horoscopes when they get here, and then jump right into the interview. So hopefully everything stays streaming well, no hiccups, because I don't have anybody to check on that for me while I'm mid-stride conversation, but that's all right. I hope y'all are planning to go to Lucky Fest this Saturday. Come out there and check out the show. Rane Hour is going to be opening up the Belfast Underground stage. So Rane Hour will be playing all of your local artists for the first hour, for the entire crowd out there. So see you guys out there, Modesto at the Lucky Fest. Coming up next is Wild Wild West by Sirius P.
In California, originally from Michigan, from the Midwest, soul live in the Western. Put it on a blanket, that's how they test germs. Take your land and then let the rest burn. Don't know, then you best learn. Runaway slaves became cowboys. Better run away, cause you's a wild boy. Puff on peace pipe, a loud noise. When we take your cash and credits now void. Yeah, I'm sure my ancestors was bandits. Quick draw McGraw, looking for an advantage. Before you planned it, you get banished off the planet. Corpses rancid, vultures left you one-handed. By cactus and tumbleweed, I humbly continue to crumble leaves. Honey backwood attracting bumblebees. It's still pistol horses and dirt trails. Having shootouts at the sound of church bells. Put my ear to the ground, hear what the earth tell. Welcome to the wild, wild west, love the perp smell. It's still pistol horses and dirt trails. Having shootouts at the sound of church bells. Put my ear to the ground, hear what the earth tell. Welcome to the wild, wild west, love the perp smell. Soul climber, ain't no old timers. Outlaw cold rhymers and close designers. If you trying to define us, don't try to find us. Put you in the earth and blow that mind up. Step your mind up. Get it through your understanding. I leave you scrambling, no matter what you have planned. I catch him at the Grand Canyon, letting off the hand cannon while I left no man standing. I shot the sheriff, not the deputy. Smoke like a legend, leave a legacy. My weaponry's a necessity to this western beat. So rest in peace to the head honcho. I'm pulling out pronto for reaching under ponchos. It's still pistol horses and dirt trails. Having shootouts at the sound of church bells. Put my ear to the ground, hear what the earth tell. Welcome to the wild, wild west. Love the perp smell. It's still pistol horses and dirt trails. Having shootouts at the sound of church bells. Put my ear to the ground, hear what the earth tell. Welcome to the wild, wild west. Love the perp smell. Stories told, sit under stars by campfire. Watch out for that werewolf that ran by you. Pistols and lamp fire. Yes, I'ma stand by you. They scared of the light, they suckers like vampires. But with no hassle, and before they grab you, caught them with a lasso. Turn around and blast them. Look up to her satchel. Snakes with more rattle. Don't let them slash you. Still a few cattle. Cause we've been in furs. Forgiveness, I send in furs. On knees, I've been in church. Bandana, 10 with spurs. Outlaw to senators. Big boss, not miniature. Opposition, injurer on the clock. Like men at work. High school, I'm a minister. I'm just trying to end the curse. What I'm on the stage for. Yes, I'm grateful. Not to get the pesos. Cowboy hat and a gray coat. Can't get the place though. Mary Jane in the stagecoach. Showing my city love. Tells from a witty thug. Writing he really does. And weed, it give me buzz. Don't need no silly drugs. Cause pages I'm filling up. So to the west side sunset, giddy up. It's still pistol horses and dirt trails. Having shootouts at the sound of church bells. Put my ear to the ground. Hear what the earth tell. Welcome to the wild, wild west. Love the perp smell. It's still pistol horses and dirt trails. Having shootouts at the sound of church bells. Put my ear to the ground, hear what the earth tell. Welcome to the wild, wild west. Love the burp smell.
Watching the seed will blossom, no we don't fade. And when your heart gets broken, your heart is open, it's not just weak. So when the rain it falls down, just bring it all down and wash us clean. I know you feel like running to hide from something and see no way. But when the rain it falls down, just bring it all down, we'll be okay. It falls down, just bring it all down, we'll be okay. And when no one's watching, the seed will blossom, no we don't fade. And when your heart gets broken, your heart is open, it's not just weak. So when the rain it falls down, just bring it all down and wash us clean. I know you feel like running to hide from something and see no way. But when the rain it falls down, just bring it all down, we'll be okay.
To the G Records.
My heart pulls me to relieve, and my mind pushes me to release. I just be, I just be, I just be. Been asked one time to explain myself. Why I put pen to paper is for my health. It could be for the money, it can be for the fame, and to sift through the thoughts and emotions filtered through my brain, through my cells that I aim to understand. I learned to study, man. I learned to study, man. This includes myself, how I act and understand my environment. Yeah, that's my mirror. It shows me what I need to change. So in my understanding, I'm changing that anger, man. I'm changing that depression game. Coming from a mile away, I'm pushing out the negative just to have a better day. Yeah, I just be. I sit, stand, kneel, pushing paper on that deal. Asking for the patience in my care. All the people that surround me, for all of them too. Whether 6, 4s or 5s or going on 1, 2, 12, 1, 2, checking mic, checking 1, 2. Ronnie chilling on these vibes in the greenhouse with the crew. Where my tribes ride vibes, ride energy up. Kicking on the beat with the beat that made the cut in my ear, funky fresh like I'm liking it. Right? Yeah, that's my issues, right on my vibe. Letting me chill, relaxing on the mind. Letting me know that's the sound of my life, and I'm doing alright. Yeah, I'm doing alright. Yeah, I just chill. Yeah, I just chill. Yeah, I just chill. Going in once again is Ronnie on the mic, and I'm coming from the Valley, Central Valley 209, Mudville, Stockton, poor city life. Cali living in the streets, that's a West Coast vibe. NorCal, Stockton 209 with the D to the G, records, music, life, and we coming in time, and we coming in time. Yeah, we just chill, yeah, we just chill,
to the G Records.
Once again, it's on. Let's get ready to rumble. Got 24 hours, about to make it happen. Ain't no overnight sensation. I've been with this rapping, shaking out competitors. Ain't no L's I be having. Took they raise my hand high and crown me a champion. I've been working my whole life for this moment in time. Ain't no sleep, the grind is deep, cause I gotta get mine. While you sleep, thinking everything is fine, you got a cat like me, ready to bleed and put it on the line. Militant, mighty strictly focused on a mission that everything I train for dedicated to a vision. Ain't no slipping. I got homies that are bloods and homies that are crippin', but I'm all about the green, so you know I ain't tripping. From parking lot, hear this, to a pocket full of stones, in and out the county jail. Mama, look at how I grow. The body's on, gotta make it happen, so I'm in the zone. People come and go, but when I find myself all alone, me against the world with my back against the wall. Project my next move, taking a dodge it so I don't fall. Hear my music playing when I'm walking down the hall. Like I said before, on day 2, cause I want it all. 24 hours, about to make it happen. Ain't no overnight sensation. I've been with this rapping, shaking out competitors. Ain't no L's I be having. Took they raise my hand high and crown me a champion. 24 hours, about to make it happen. Ain't no overnight sensation. I've been with this rapping, shaking out competitors. Ain't no L's I be having. Took they raise my hand high and crown me a champion. I came to throw a show, so I'ma let you know. Now I'm about to set it off once I walk through that door. You ain't know another brother that flow like me. Reppin' the 209, Stockton City, Cali State, where I'm showing love, block to block, and it just don't stop. Coast to coast, international, till we reach the top. Worldwide, when we
like a G. Now I'm home to do my thing, still the same, that be me. Light it up, fill a cup, taking shots of Hennessy. Down, trying everything to do to make it to the top. Started from the bottom, I thought you knew. Holding down for my town, and I'm gunning for that crown. Underground, money making sound, toe to toe, round for round. 24 hours, about to make it happen. Ain't no overnight sensation, I've been with this rapping, shaking out competitors. Ain't no L's I be having till they raise my hand high and crown me a champion. 24 hours, about to make it happen. Ain't no overnight sensation, I've been with this rapping, shaking out competitors. Ain't no L's I be having till they raise my hand high and crown me a champion. Put it down, who I be once again, it's on too high, aka Chino Blast 'em. Represent D to the G Records. Putting it down. Dedicated to the game.
All right, you guys. You're listening to Champ by Chino Blast 'em, and also he is in the house this morning.
Yeah. Good morning, y'all.
So upcoming, we also have Woodrow here.
Hello, how are you?
And we're gonna have upcoming right now is gonna be Articulate by Woodrow. So you guys are hearing their sounds, their new sounds, and we're gonna be talking about that in just a minute.
I wanna feel it.
Once again it's on. Who I be? Yeah, you know what it is. I'm on a mission to articulate my vision. Woodrow in the house. Break 'em off, something tall.
I roll a rush away, I'm on stage and bust. Cause everything I spit, it makes the crowds hush. As I adjust, vocals to the rhythm. To win them all over with a funky composition. Their intentions, it's what I've been spinning. My time I write on rhymes for made it my living. Now I'm sitting up on a pedestal. By becoming one of the most preferable rap artists out doing it today. Probably no surprise that I came up in the Bay. Glad to put my talent for it out there on display. What better way would be for me to enter the fray than hit you with a ray of light I convey out of my soul and let it emanate. They'll never mitigate the game I generate, which indicates they love the content I create.
I'm on a mission to articulate my vision and hit them with the dose of this California living. Nothing's given, gotta take it, so forget about quitting. Just be about your business and always stay driven. I'm on a mission to articulate my vision and hit them with a dose of this California living. Nothing's given, gotta take it, so forget about quitting. Just be about your business and always stay driven.
No wonder I can ball from the way that I call big shots in this game, man, standing tall. To giving my all and secure my place by leaving my funk all in your face. Keeping my pace, I'm making the case that life's much better when you give it some bass. Give me the shakes, then I can lounge. Cause we've been giving you beats by the pounds. On the grounds, we've been giving the grace by simply sanctifying y'all with this name. Area game, only we can explain. Giving everything we got, dreams finally came. The path's in the way, I'm hoping it play. Now for all us is getting well paid. Doing our thing, making it bang. Playing for the fans that love us, man.
I'm on a mission to articulate my vision and hit them with the dose of this California living. Nothing's given, gotta take it, so forget about quitting. Just be about your business and always stay driven. I'm on a mission to articulate my vision and hit them with a dose of this California living. Nothing's given, gotta take it, so forget about quitting. Just be about your business and always stay driven.
Hood slap, what you get with wood rap? That's thing anybody ever thought that I'd be good at. Got a good track record, and so with that, I'ma leave my mark like a motherfucking chin tap. Better get back as I come forth, shooting to the T.O.P. like I'm due north. This ain't a new course, just took time to be able to define everlasting shine. To give you all a sign, like a zodiac. I'ma leave it buzzing even better than some cognac. Like Wozniak, my thoughts bear fruit. And if you ain't about money, then your points me. Still they get cute and try to waste time, never knowing that I'm blowing why they say he in decline. Cause I'ma get mine by any means, yes, and that's a fact. I hope they're not a lucky guess.
I'm on a mission to articulate my vision and hit them with the dose of this California living. Nothing's given, gotta take it, so forget about quitting. Just be about your business and always stay driven. I'm on a mission to articulate my vision and hit them with a dose of this California living. Nothing's given, gotta take it, so forget about quitting. Just be about your business and always stay driven. I'm on a mission to articulate my vision. I'm on a mission to articulate my vision. I'm on a mission to articulate my vision. I'm on a mission to articulate my vision.
What's up, everybody? This is your girl, Ronne, and you're listening to Rise and Shine 209, the KXVS, the Voice of Stockton Morning Show. Yeah, y'all heard it. It's the Stockton's Rise and Shine 209, but it's not just Stockton's, it's Voice of San Joaquin, and it's for everybody because it also gets listened to in other places. So even though we're out of Stockton, we're based out of Stockton, that's what it is. So welcome, Woodrow. Welcome, Chino Blossom.
What's good, y'all? Good morning.
Good morning, you guys. All right, so it's a special day today.
Yeah.
No, and so I wasn't gonna say anything, but it's a special day today. I totally in so many ways.
Right.
But not mentioning anything in particular.
No doubt. What's good, y'all?
Well, before we get started, I was gonna say let's read the horoscopes because I do read horoscopes.
Okay.
So, what's your sign?
I'm a Scorpio.
Okay, so yeah, it's because it's fun. You know what I mean?
There we
and
go.
you know, the news is saturated with crap, so I don't choose to discuss that.
Let's share something positive.
You know what I'm saying? Something fun, yeah. Okay, so I go with Pisces because I go with the sign that it is first. So right now we're in Pisces. We just left Aquarius.
Okay.
We're moving into Aries, and then we got Scorpio. We got you're Pisces. We're reading it first.
Yeah, you know what it is. Today's a special day.
Miracle maybe for special people like me, no? Okay.
You're a special person today.
Right. That part. Okay, so Pisces, here you go. March 11th. Today, your curiosity will be the key to transforming a stale relationship. And in doing so, you'll rediscover a piece of yourself that you've been missing for a while. Some people from your past hold secrets that will help you change for the better, so do not write them all off just because you don't see them very often. Old patterns will come back, but they'll feel comfortable, not self-indulgent. You have grown more than these people have, and you'll understand that clearly today. Dope.
No doubt. Sounds about right.
Hey. Okay, so for all the Aquarians out there, March 11th, you're a giver, and it's no wonder that your unselfishness is something that people remember about you. Make sure you maintain this glowing reputation today by stocking up on things that people always need, like aspirin, extra tissue, a safety pin, gum, and so on. That way, you can be the person who comes to someone's rescue. Your value will grow as the day goes on. Don't be surprised if by proving your worth, you make other people rely on you even more. Oh, very interesting. All right, Aries, we're going to be moving into Aries shortly by the 20th, by March 20th, 21st. So that's coming up. And this says, where has all the time gone? It seems as though the last few weeks have flown by, and today you might find yourself wondering if that time could have been put to better use than it was. Regrets are silly things to have, so just try to focus on making your future better. Start by being more available to the people around you, and when you help others, you truly do help yourself. There's no way that coming to someone's rescue could ever be a waste of time. Nice.
Deep.
Yeah, and then let's hit Scorpio.
That's how I dig.
Huh? What's
He
that?
said deep. I said that's how I dig.
Hey, yes, and that one is gonna be coming up. Dig Deep, because that is the name of one of his songs, you guys. So he ain't playing when he says that's what he does. Dig Deep. I have a soap line called Deep.
You do?
Yeah.
Nice.
because I dig deep. I go deep. Sometimes I
There you
have to
go.
like not say anything half the time because it's like, wait, you're going too deep too soon, too fast.
Right.
Okay,
Gotta
Scorpios.
respect the pressure.
Right. Scorpios. Have you been having strange dreams that include arresting images that you just can't shake loose?
Yes.
They could be important warnings for you, or they could be a little more than your creativity getting in some extra exercise while you sleep. Use your hidden talents of perception today, and you might just be able to figure it all out. Start by sharing your nightmare visions with friends and finding out what they have to say about possible meanings. That's really good. And so last but not least, we don't have Ed in the house, so we're not going to read Libra. It's going to be Leo, so all our Leos, here we go. March 11th, 2019. A friend's artwork doesn't appeal to your aesthetic sensibilities, but they're absolutely in love with it. So you should let them know that you're fully... What? Let me read that over. A friend's artwork doesn't appeal to your aesthetic sensibilities, but they're absolutely in love with it. Should you let them know that they're fooling themselves? No. I'm thinking even before I read on, that's their artwork. Who am I to even say anything about that? But anyways, let me read on. Nope. The stars say that something as personal as a creative work cannot be objectively judged. Thank you.
There you go.
It's all subjective and cannot be graded in any way. You don't have to lie and say you love it, but don't hurt them by saying that you don't think it's good either. Just be supportive about the fact that they're creating something. Right? Why would I ever? Because we all have pieces of things that we've created that aren't the best. And just because I see one doesn't mean that's all of them. Like, no way. Anyways, okay, that was mine. I didn't like mine today. How'd you guys like yours? Sometimes I really like mine, but today I didn't really like mine.
Gotta learn to live with it, right?
Yeah,
Gotta
so
learn to live with
but
it.
like I said, it's just for fun.
Right.
So yeah, those are fun, and we're gonna jump right into this. So we just got through listening to "Articulate" by Woodrow and "Champ" by Chino Blossom. So let's just go on and get started with what those are and where they came from. So you have new albums coming out, right? You already have a few, and you've been here, Chino. You've been here a couple times.
Right.
Promoting D to the G Records label and some of the albums that have been coming out of there. Day in the Life, Chino Blastum. Hey, that's what I'm talking about. I should have worn mine, but mine is so big it's like a nightgown.
Nice.
So Rappin' Roch gave it to me. He was like, you could wear it to bed. I was
There
like,
you
yeah.
go, there you go. There you go.
Because it's
It was so sweet.
It's
of them to think of that for you.
I'm like, I literally make a D to the G t-shirt dress.
No doubt.
So, it's fun. But you guys
We're
have had...
opening a line, by the way.
Absolutely,
We're gonna be all over.
Gotta get ready for the merch tables. You know what I'm saying? You gotta get ready for those events. So you have A Day in the Life of Chino Blossom, and then
We just dropped
Another Day
yeah,
in the Life.
We just dropped Die Another Day. That was my last album that came out on Halloween of last year. Exactly the date.
Yes, Die Another Day, and Payday.
Payday is what you're hearing right now. This
Yes.
is you got the exclusives, 2 songs exclusive. What you heard was Champion. It's called Champion.
Mm-hmm.
You heard Woodrow's album that's supposed to come out this year, and we just dropped Rappin' Rochi's Up on Game Volume 2.
Yes.
This just to set off this year. And we have a big year ahead of us, but it's starting off well, and there's more to come, kind of thing. You know what I mean? Wood, you want to talk about your album?
Okay. I've got, I think, 12 songs on it.
Okay.
Articulate being one.
Okay.
Dig Deep is another one. You got someone here?
Oh, that's okay.
Oh, and then
She just yeah.
there we go.
I'm in session. Sorry.
It's all good. It's all good.
Basically, it's kind of like Roch was saying. It's basically me, I think, for the most part on this album.
Yeah, it is.
I've
yeah.
got a few features. I've got one feature with Roch called Too Real.
Okay.
I think that's going to be a big one for us.
It's a good one.
But again, not appropriate for radio.
Oh, okay.
And then
Right.
I'll just cut to the
no,
chase.
it's
We've
okay.
got one for you. It's the one you've been playing for a year.
Yeah. No, it's
Play
okay.
that again. And then Stay True.
KG Swiss.
KG Swish. Yeah, we've got one. GSC. That's basically all 4 of us. So it's a group song. It's like Fiesta on Up on Game Volume 2.
Okay. Okay.
And
How'd you like making it?
You know, say that again.
How'd you like making it?
It was fun. You know, that particular one was hard.
Why is that?
Me and Kev, you know, well, I've known Kevin a long time. KG Swiss.
KG Swiss.
Yeah, but
Do you still butt heads like brothers?
If you see the final product, any quibbles, whatever, you know, it always comes out.
Oh,
so
okay.
We did our thing. I mean, just to go like bands on deck. To go back to Rappin' Roch for a sec.
Okay.
That beat is vicious. So if you've never heard it, please check that out.
Okay.
But so just like anything, some songs are easier to make, some are hard. You know, we had a lot of working components with that particular song.
I see.
And it was all four of us.
Oh yeah.
If someone comes in,
when you have
if
multiple
he's just
people,
like, I
it
just
is,
want to
yeah.
knock out it's my vision, it's my 3 verses, it's all about me, yada yada. That's not really that hard to coordinate,
Right.
You know?
And keep in mind, this is Woodrow's first official album.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, he's
Yeah.
been doing this for a long time. He just hasn't connected with the right people. And when I was introduced by Kevin, I knew Kevin for a long time. I was reintroduced to Wood. And we talked. I was like, "What do you want to do?" You know what I mean? Because this is where we're going.
Right,
You know what I
exactly.
mean? And he is one of the official members of D to the G. And again, we are an exclusive group. And I just don't let anybody in. You know how that goes.
Yes,
You know what I mean?
Yes.
And
You're our ambassador.
Well, not only that, you know, I like to say I'm part of the team also.
Definitely.
So I definitely make sure that I understand what it is.
Mind
and
is blown, spirit sown,
what
threaded
is-
like a needle.
Yes.
Touch a bass home.
You know my lyrics. What the heck?
Yeah. See, I mean,
spitting my lyrics to me.
He's a very he listens.
Yeah,
He listens.
nice.
And
Thank you.
It's one of the
Thank you.
reasons why I guess he came and gravitated. You know, we gravitated towards each other, and I was like, this dude has something, and I believe in something. I just was waiting for him. It's like, yeah, I'm in.
Yeah, it's
You know what I mean?
fire.
Yeah,
Everything
you know what I
that
mean?
comes out, it has been fire. And I mean, there's very serious messages in there as well. You know,
It's
with
life,
with so many things. So even amidst you know, the content and or the cussing or the heavy cussing, it doesn't matter because there's still a message that comes through. It's just for the censored public, you know what I mean?
Right.
They get the clean music, but they can understand still how much fun it
They
is.
show Goodfellas on TNT.
You know what I'm saying?
You know, and
That's
they
that
clean
part.
it up.
They even
But
have like
there's
crazy things
messages
on
in
TV.
that. Just because something has negativity doesn't mean it doesn't have beauty in life.
That part, the very important, because a lot of people understand that, and if that's a mutual understanding, then people can like hold on to that and be like, you know what, somebody else went through this, and I can do it too, and like feeling the same way, and that's okay because people can feel those aggressions, and it's okay and it's safe. So it's kind of cool. So you guys have been pushing album after album after album out of this place. So you got Woodrow's got an album, Rush got an album, you got an album, you got a couple more albums coming out.
Yeah.
Right.
So
Payday's gonna be coming out this year. I haven't set an exact date. Woodrow's first album is coming this year. We're still, you know, talking about how we're gonna strategically do it. Me and Roch got an album together that we started called Back to Back. Yeah. I mean, we've always
That
been
track is fire.
Yeah.
I listened to it.
We've
Yes.
We've been collabing for how many years, and we just one day we're just like, hey, you want to do an album together? Let's do it. You know, there was no hesitation with it, and me and Johnny D actually got an album in the works also. It's an old group that we started a long time ago. SOI. It's one of my tattoos. You know what I mean?
Yes.
We're 2 songs in. I'm waiting on him. I'm leaning towards him because I've been waiting for him for a long time. He hasn't been back. In California, Stockton alone, 15 years he's been gone when he went to the res. And he finally came back to his family. That's me, you know what I mean? I'm basically his only family left over here. And now that his kids are grown, you know, I'm appreciated that he came back because this is where it started.
Nice.
You know what I mean? He was one of my rap partners, took off. You know, I had to go solo bolo, but it's been a long time coming, man. Johnny D, yeah, me and Johnny D, SOI album.
He's on my album too.
It's dope that he went to the. It's dope that he went to the res, came back. You know what I mean? Just
Right.
you know, just living that life. And,
Right.
I think he also graced my song Just Chill.
Yes,
also,
he did. Yeah.
he was actually there at the studio when we were recording it, and he heard something, and he was like, "Oh, I hear like this part," and so he started just singing a little piece to it, and so he graced
he
it.
did.
And
He did. Yeah,
threw
you
that
reminded
in
me
there.
about that last night. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
So I mean, he's been around. I mean, a lot of people don't know, you know, the faces to the name, and maybe we got to get him in the show next time.
For
but
sure.
he's been around. He's been around for a long time, a long time since I
Nice.
started. You know, so he knows my history.
He is in a
also.
video too,
Mm-hmm.
Light Dark.
Yeah, he's in a light dark video. He's in speaking about videos, this last Saturday we just knocked out Rappin' Rachi's album video.
You guys are so
I'm sorry.
busy.
Yeah. We
Yeah.
did 2 videos in one day in a matter of 4 hours, which was
Drank in My Cup by
That-
Roch,
yeah,
and
and
then
then-
you did Disrespect.
That's correct,
By
yeah.
your
Yeah.
Chino Blossom.
Yeah.
So you guys have just been grinding and pushing, and I
yeah.
see it. I see it. You guys are in the studio all the time. I mean, you guys go live. You're doing your postings, and I saw you guys doing your video shoots.
Yeah,
And so
yeah.
a little behind the scenes footage, right?
Right.
I
Rachi
was
sent it
like,
up. I have yet to post it, but you know what I mean. I let them do their thing. Sometimes I try to stay off social media because I'm mainly in the studio.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, staying focused.
Yeah, definitely.
Just call me around. I'll be your behind the scenes.
No
you know?
doubt. You know what I mean? That's what
I'm the behind the scenes person.
we need that. Yeah, we need that. You know, kind of thing.
Yeah,
you know?
'cause it's-
Transporter.
Well, it's important to capture those moments because those are the pieces that when you're in the making of history, those are the things that you reflect upon. Like, hey, you know, we were making that, and it's just silly moments, and it always just adds to the life of what it is when you're talking about it down the road, and when you have memories to share with people what that is.
Definitely.
So it's important. It's part of the legacy. So it's always a good thing to have, like, behind the scenes, like who was there, because they may not have been in the video, but if it wasn't for a certain energy being there, sometimes certain things maybe wouldn't have happened.
Right.
So certain people, you know, being in the mix, it makes a difference.
No
sometimes.
doubt, no doubt.
So
That's real, yeah.
yeah, that's behind the scenes stuff.
Yeah,
People
yeah.
don't even know. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna get ready to play a couple more songs. So
All right.
you guys did not see Rappin' Roch today. Maybe we might get lucky and have him call in to say what's up, and y'all get to hear him just say hi and kind of maybe just to hear his voice. You know, get to know who he is for a minute. If not, I'm going to go ahead and throw in Juice. This is one of the songs on his album that he's got up on Game Volume 2, Juice. And then they were talking about digging deep. And so I'm going to go ahead and throw on Dig Deep by Woodrow. So here's Juice. I hope you guys enjoy it. And then followed by Dig Deep.
Nice.
Yeah.
This one's fire too.
Come rock with me, cause you know I got the juice, you see. Come parlay with me, cause you know we about to get real loose, you see. I got the juice now, I got it, I got the juice now, I got it. Come rock with me, cause you know I got the juice, you see. I got 'em moving and grooving and they be feeling my sound. I need to get real loose, so let me order some rounds. I'm the best that ever did it, baby, pound for pound. So if you rockin' with me too, you know what's going down. Going all out this time, city to city. I only roll with real women that be giving them kitty. They loving my style, cause I'm just so gritty. She had to drop that clown, cause he was treating her on a real boss player like me, show no pity. Jump on the winning team, baby, what's the dilly? Money stacked up in my pockets full of skrilly. My flow so raw, ain't nobody getting with me. Place your bets on me, I'ma triple up your money. Put you one against the grain, now I'm laughing like it's funny. Got my foot up in the dough, I'm about to get dummy. I'm a Southside NorCal rider from the slummy. Hey, come rock with me, cause you know I got the juice, you see. Come parlay with me, cause you know we about to get real loose, you see. I got the juice now, I got it. I got the juice now, I got it. Come rock with me, cause you know I got the juice, you see. I'm pulling all-nighters, getting breaded on the daily. They wanna hate on me, but you know they can't fade me. I've been a straight hog ever since I was a baby. Running seconds over, you can call me Juice Staley. My folks love me, cause I'm real and hella crazy. I ain't got no time for you if you acting shady. My pipe game strong, now these women want my baby. I'm looking at them sideways, man, this shit crazy. On the go, 24, dog, I never been lazy. Had to get rid of my last one, she was getting shaky. Never kept her mouth closed, she was hella snaky. Doing things behind my back, but she ain't know I had the juice. So I kicked it to the curb, now it's time to get loose. Keep 3 bad ones on my team getting loose. Parlaying all night while we sipping on the goose. If you in with my program, then you get the deuce. Come rock with me, cause you know I got the juice, you see. Come parlay with me, know we about to get real loose, you see. I got the juice now, I got it, I got it. I got the juice now, I got it, I got it. Come rock with me, come rock with me. Cause you know I got the juice, you see.
everybody, this is your girl Ronne, and you're listening to Rise and Shine 209, the KXVS, the voice of Stockton Morning Show. All right, you guys, that was Juice by Rappin' Roch and Dig Deep by Woodrow. So how did you come up with that song?
So, yeah, basically, we were talking, and this probably about a year ago now, just on the phone, and he had sent me a beat a couple weeks prior, and I had been listening to it already, and like I was telling you, I was saying, you know, sometimes it's hard if they don't tell me what they feel about their own beat. Like, this is what I was feeling or whatnot. And just in passing, he kind of just said, hey, man, you just got to dig deep, you know? And then based off that, I had an idea for another word that, you know, and it grew from there. But I find it helpful if someone gives me a beat to know why they made that beat. Like,
Okay, so you like to hear the name of the beat and
to know
what they named
if
it?
If you send me a beat, you know, whatever beat comes out of you,
Yeah.
you know, you start tapping the keys and you feel that vibe. You're feeling a certain way. I want to know that feeling.
That's
That's
nice.
instructive to me.
That's really, and that's a good collaboration.
Right.
Because when they hear the energy that you put on it and they were feeling that same kind of energy,
it-
so I get,
It's like he's a
that's nice.
horror movie director and I'm coming at it like a comedy. You know, we're not mesh. It's like, dude, let me know what you're trying to make.
Right,
And
Like Purge, like the song Purge.
yeah,
Right.
concept.
Right.
Yeah, yeah.
We're all about concept these days.
No, actually, we were just talking about that yesterday. We were just talking about concept, to be able to have a concept. So some people will throw songs together, but to have a concept for an album actually just seems more well put together. I
Structure. It's all about structure.
rather
I mean,
than just throwing songs.
Right. Because I mean, you want them, you want the consumers to know what to expect.
Yeah.
Basically, I mean, it has the artist and the name album, and that's what they're gonna get. You know what I mean? It's just like Coca-Cola. You know what you're gonna get when you buy one. You know what I mean? It's all about structure, built around structure, and they know what to expect every time. You know what I mean? That's the best way I could explain it. You know, anytime you're building an album, you start off with a song, you start recording more songs. Maybe some of those songs might not make the album. You know what I mean? But what makes the album is the songs that you put together, just like how we did Compendium.
That way also makes perfect sense to me. I'd rather just start making something, not invest some thought into it, but not get bogged down by your own brain.
Yeah,
you
right,
know?
right.
Like it scares me. So I get out of it. And
Right.
sometimes
At least
breaking
you
up that
understand it.
monotony is you listen to other people around you who you've confided and trust in.
Yeah.
you
That's
know?
very important.
That
You got to be able to
Purge,
trust. You got to have
was
that
a
safety
perfect-
circle.
At
Right.
least for me, that Purge, that song came together effortlessly.
Nice.
You know, like all the components just fell in.
That's
You
gonna
know,
be on the,
again, he basically knew what he wanted to do with it.
That's gonna be on the Payday album coming this year. So yeah, thanks for dropping on it.
Yeah, and that's
Woodrow.
pretty dope. The beat on that is nice. I really like that one a lot. It really sets the tone.
Yeah, it does.
It really sets the tone. So it's
Well,
nice.
literally, if you feel like your music could literally make the cut of a movie,
Oh yeah,
like
for sure.
you got to figure you're on some right track, you know. And that is his verse. He kills it. He was worried about his verse, but he comes in and just slaughters everything. So
I had to live up to everybody else's verses. You know what I mean? Kind of thing.
he ain't lying about that.
Yeah.
No, I'm just kidding.
Well, we know that, of course, we have some dark places in our minds too.
Right.
So it kind of helps to draw from that. Just kind of putting out there, and I don't know how you feel about discussing like your life and whatnot, but like the things that brought you to where you're at now, and you know why you stay so adamant about the artwork. Do you mind talking about that and sharing that with our listeners and viewers?
Yeah, sure. I'll be open to it. My heart's always been into music. A buddy of mine back in the days got into DJing. I tried it as we spoke last night, and I couldn't scratch for anything. So I bought my first drum machine, and I've always listened to rap growing up. My brother bought Fat Boys tape. He bought Run DMC. He bought Beastie Boys.
Yeah.
But when he bought the NWA Straight Outta Compton, and then Ghetto Boys,
Oh.
all those. That's when I really started, started writing and all that stuff. As far as the music, what keeps me going is, say back in the '90s, I was working with a record company that put me on, and I worked so hard on 2 albums, and he didn't deliver to push him out. So I was, kind of like turned off. I was like, you know what? I'm not working with nobody. I just stepped away from the music game. I lived at a studio where we first met at one point in time, and we did music again. It didn't go nowhere. All we did was record. So there was a big span of my life where I was just like, what am I doing? So I stepped away for quite some time, and one day it just snapped in my head. I was like, I need to get a new keyboard. I need to get some equipment to start recording. So I did, and when that happened, I was just like, I need to put an album out. And it happened, Day 2, that came out in 2014. Then I met Rappin' Roch. I was working on a Day in the Life of album, and he kept on calling me. I was like, I'm not gonna answer his phone. I need to have a one-on-one with him. You know what I mean? I need to sit down and see where his head's at, because I don't like cats calling me. It was like, hey, we're gonna do
what
something.
You about?
Yeah. So once I dropped that album, he was, I got a feel for him. I said, all right, let's get to work. He dropped All Gas, and from then on, it's just been dedicated to the game.
Nice, dedicated to the game, straight up.
Reached out to KG Swiss. I found him on Facebook. Shout out to KG Swiss. He did those 2 tracks for Rappin' Roch on Up On Game Volume 2, The Juice, and This For My Ladies. That was his beats. And then, which reconnected me to Woodrow. And this is where we're at right now. It's just, you got one life to live, and I don't want to think what could have happened without taking a chance. You know what I mean?
That part, yeah.
Yeah, it could have been like this. It could have been like that.
Don't ever let it be a what if.
Right.
Like, let's just try it.
Right.
And you went for it. And
Right.
you've been very successful doing it.
Doing
a great job.
Yeah,
You're growing D to the G Records. You have quite a few artists that are with the label now. And just
he's
really
getting his groove too.
Yeah,
you
just
can see
really
he's
pushing
starting
out.
to learn how to plot everything.
And an absolutely amazing director, producer, engineer in-house, because you really are great with collaborating and directing people and helping them, push through barriers and stuff. So, and I can speak from experience, so I think that's great.
No doubt.
So you guys have known each other for a really long time. This is very interesting.
we just reconnected. I mean.
And that's what you're saying. You're reconnected, but you've
been
known him for a long
journey.
time.
Yeah, see, Wood's not from Stockton. If nobody knows who Woodrow is.
I grew up in the Bay.
Okay.
Born in Hayward, grew up in Fremont.
Okay.
I've lived down Southern California for a couple years, but basically lived here.
Okay.
In
the Bay.
In the Bay, yeah. And that's basically, a lot of because I've been here so long, a lot of my life is revolved around various communities.
Yeah.
And these people we talk about, it's like I've known them for some time. It's weird, but one of my friends, Danny, always said, like time moves slow, or faster, and I'm slow. And it's like, I agree with that. Time is a trip to me.
So when do you think you're going to be dropping your album?
We're discussing that, but my mentality is I'm open to any time this year as long as it's this year.
Okay, so you want it this year?
Yeah, I'm not in like, it's got to be now, but I do want it done. I don't want to be thinking about it 2020.
Right.
I just want it to be out.
Okay.
Even if it's whatever, just,
Okay, so you're going to keep everybody hanging a little bit until you figure out that date.
His album's also named Contact. Contact is the album to look out for.
Okay.
When you're thinking of like the group aspect too, even though we are individuals in this, you do think about release dates of like, everything strategic, like, I don't know if it's like you want something to breathe, so.
Birthing it.
Yeah. And that, again, we're not claiming to be geniuses in all this, but we do our best to think about those things and make sure we're, moving in unison. Transporting our goods in a sane manner. Yeah.
Well, it's moving along well. I hope to see you guys on stage soon, and I definitely encourage everybody out there to get these albums. You already seen Up On Game. So that's by Rappin' Roch, but he has Up On Game Volume 2, and that's the one that you're looking for. I'm going to put another song in rotation called This Is For The Ladies. We're going to be on the outro because we got another show coming in for Kimberly Wormsley. But we're going to be checking D to the G record, labeled the artists that are going to be coming out soon, hitting the stages, and just running up the coastline and all throughout the place.
I'm going to see if Roch could call real quick. I gave him a text. I know he wanted to be part of this.
Okay.
If he doesn't in the next 30 seconds, then it is what it is.
Okay.
Maybe that might be him. Let's see. So yeah, and then you guys got your albums that are coming out, and then projects and videos. So you guys can go to D to the G Records on YouTube to find their videos. You can go to dtothegrecords.com to their website and find all of the albums that have been going on. And I think this is Roch, you guys.
Yep. Rapper Roch in the house.
Say what's up. Oh, put you on speaker. Say what's up.
What's going on? You told me to call.
Yes, you're on
What's up,
live.
Roch?
What's up, Roch?
Oh shit, what's going on? What's good? You know what it is? Rapper Roch up in the building. You know what I mean?
No cussing, no cussing.
You might as well say go ahead and say hey to the whole 209 because you're on live right now.
Oh shit. Okay.
No cussing, no cussing.
Out there, you know what I mean? Stockton, Southside, putting them on the map. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you've been doing it.
No cussing, Roch. No cussing.
We're getting ready to drop right now. We already played your song Juice. And we're going to get ready to go ahead and close out with This Is For the Ladies because you know, we just had National Women's Day, so last week. So we're going to go ahead and this is perfect for This Is For the Ladies closing out. You guys get another sneak peek of Up On Game Volume 2, what's in there. You guys heard some music by Woodrow. Look for his album Contact. And you also have gotten sneak peek on Payday by Chino Blossom, all out of D to the G Records.
Yeah.
Appreciate you calling in, Roch.
Yeah, no doubt. Much love.
We'll be talking to you soon because, we're going to be seeing you rocking these stages, yo.
Yeah, definitely. It's time to get out there and start doing and moving on everybody, so let's get it in.
Y'all heard it. He's going to be out there. So, all right, Roch, we'll talk to you soon.
All right, for sure.
All right, peace. That's what's up. You guys got to check it out, Roch. I'm glad he called in.
Yeah. He was on point.
That's what's up. All right, you guys. So, yeah, we're going to get that up there. You see Sherwin Aguilana has put up there. I'll ask you later. D2thegrecords.com and also the YouTube page. So we'll put that up there. Alejandro Rodriguez says, where would I go to get the albums at?
I just replied to him. D2thegrecords.com, the website. You can find it on Amazon, iTunes, Google Play. If you got Spotify, we're also on there. You just look up. All the information's on D2thegrecords.com. Instagram, yeah. Chino Blastum.
All right, you guys. This is for my ladies. This is by Rapper and Roch.
Yep.
And you guys have been tuning into Rise and Shine 209, the voice of San Joaquin's Stockton Morning Show with your girl, Rane, and our guest today, D2the Records artist,
Thank you
Chino
for having
Blastum.
us, Rane. Thank you
so
for
much.
having us.
And Woodrow. and also Rapper and Roch. He called in.
Yeah,
so
no
that
doubt,
was
no
great.
doubt.
All right, you guys, here you go. Enjoy this one.
I'm a single parent too, don't feel left out, boo. You do what you gotta do to make your way through. You found out later in life he was a fool. No good to you, so you had to kick rocks. He was stopping your progress from going to the top. It's selfish as it sounds, you gotta think about yourself. Gotta worry about your kids you got and your wealth. You so hard-headed, you don't want nobody's help. Gotta play mommy and daddy without no help. But the struggle is real, I hope you feel this for real. I'm trying to touch every woman in the world you feel. It's real life, real facts that I always spit. If you ain't happy with your situation, then you need to split. I know you're tired of mama getting treated like, so pack your bags up, get on some independent and do what you gotta do to make your exit. This for my ladies, where they at, where they at, where they at, hey. This for my ladies, independent tools taking care of their babies. This for my ladies, where they at, where they at, where they at, hey. This for my ladies, independent tools taking care of their babies. It takes a solid man to hold a real woman down. I hope you can swim, baby, I don't want you to drown. If you ain't happy with your life, you need to leave that clown and do what's best for you and your babies. Regardless of the situation, getting crazy. You didn't need a man before, what's the dilly dough? I think what it was is you got too comfortable, but you be alright, you can do it on your own. You was real young back then, now you all grown. Now it's time to show everybody what you're made of. You gotta keep pushing when them suckers try to shove. It's real life situations faced on the daily. Keep the mentality, you just can't fade me. You too headstrong, man, you got this, lady. You made it this far, mama, don't look back. Just keep your mind right and keep yourself on track. This for my ladies,